Alright,
God
guys,
darn
we're
ninja.
live. It's currently week 17 of Skulls and Shackles. We're back with everybody tonight now that we have been joined by Dom. His camera apparently is not working, which is okay. We have a new daily bard for you guys tonight. There will be no cat. There was too much cat last night. There will be no discussion of cats either. It's a cat-free zone. Uh, yeah, I've had a crazy week. My highlight has been playing Counter Strike. I finally ranked out to Silver 2 in the first game I played. That wasn't against people who were smurfing. I went like 25-3. So there are a lot of smurfs right now. Holiday, people buying like $5 Counter Strike. So it's nice playing real people. Adam, how are you doing this week?
It's been a good week. It's been really busy, so it's kind of the days have all blended together. But Sundays, there's a little special place in my heart for Skulls and Shackles, so it's going good. Getting some basement plans underway, so I think by the end of February should be completed. So that's kind of something to look forward to. So hopefully you won't hear too much of that furnace in the background. I repositioned the desk so that noise pollution is out of the way a bit, but we'll see if you let me know if it's becomes a problem in the back.
All right.
But things are good.
Excellent. Dan, how are you doing this week? I understand that you completely revamped the loot sheet, which I'm going to display to the audience so they can see this beautiful work that you've done.
Yes. As you can see, everything is laid out into nice little rows. We have date acquired, the item description of the item. I see you making those motions. Who has it currently, base value, sell value, and the date sold. And we also have another separate column for the date of sale, total value, and it automatically works out the shares, both the flat share and the share taking into account Novarti's avarice. We can do either one. So if we feel like making Novarti mad at us, we could just take the flat shares.
All right, then. Anything else happening with you besides working on this fantastic sheet?
You mean me personally or me in character?
You personally.
Me personally, just doing a winter course, I'm doing post-production, digitizing tape upon tape upon tape. It's taking me roughly a day to digitize a tape. And it's boring work, let me tell you.
Yes. Well, that sounds terrible.
Not so bad. I get to read Pathfinder tales when I just set it up to batch capture.
Ah, there you go. There you go. Got some of that Varian Jaguar stuff.
I'm actually reading Alarian, Adrian, and Roderick right now.
I don't know any of those words.
I'm
guessing it's the other tales. The ones that are Varian.
Yeah, I'm reading Liar's Blade right now.
All right, then. Dom, how are you doing this week? By the way, I'm still not mad at you. Yes, that is a double negative. About Thursday.
What? It got cold here and I went into hibernation mode.
It's no excuse.
I can't believe I
have alarm clocks. They have RFID alarm clocks now.
Yeah, I had an alarm clock set, and when I woke up, I thought it was the alarm clock waking me up for the game, but it was the alarm clock waking me up for work, which was hilarious because I slept for 12 hours straight.
I can respect that, even though I'm still mad.
I just can't believe I slept that long because I was like, God. Sun was chirping. Well, the sun was not out, but you could hear the light, see the, because of cold weather, you don't have the sun like out, but it's daytime. So I was like, what? Why is it so bright in here? Oh, Arthur's gonna be mad at me.
Yeah.
But I had a pretty good week. I learned a new mechanic about snacks that apparently I've been doing it wrong.
Yes, you did. You've been bullshitting me the whole time.
What? I thought it was 1 point trade. I read it like 5 times.
Oh, son.
Derp. Oh yeah, by the way, when I'm doing the halfling, I'm sending her to accounting school, or charm school, or dancing academy, or whatever thing.
Are you sure you know which one you're sending her to? Because those are 3 different places.
I'm paying money to send her to these places to get trained. The money's gone and being trained. And when she graduates, as a surprise gift, I'm going to pay for her freedom.
That's 6 months down the line. And not accounting school. I told you have to send her for Absalom for that.
Yeah, I got to send her Absalom for
there are no accounting schools in the Shackles.
Which makes me sad.
You know, they tend to be pretty good at tax evasion.
Well, the way I'm trying
exactly why they need good accountants.
I think, but your idea of tax evasion and my idea of tax evasion might be 2 different things. Mine literally involves evading taxpayers.
Yeah, but if you don't know how much you have, you don't know how much you need to hide.
No, I mean literally not going anywhere near a tax collector or killing them.
Well, that's my plan with her. And until I can get back to Port Peril to sign her up for classes, I actually brought her a bunch of books to educate her mind.
A wise move.
Can she read?
Yes.
She can read Common.
And Halfling, which we
and
determined was a language, even though people kept trying to tell me it wasn't.
And with my 3 points towards my thing, I decided to increase my intelligence to a 16, so I picked up variant languages, and I learned how to be a better disabled device person, and sleight of hand, and sense motive. So I got skills that can pay the bills now.
Well, all right then. Craig, how are you doing this week?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well. I spent a good part of the week trying to figure out how to get, well, I don't know how to get it out, but how to make something useful out of some log files at work. Somebody didn't have the parser turned on, and we have a 9 gig and a 7.8 gig pair of log files that I've got to do something with. And it takes hours just to read them, much less do anything with them. So I've been messing with that at work. It's rather frustrating, very tedious. Like I said, a lot of time waiting on something to happen. So, but other than that, quiet week, no drama.
Excellent.
No drama's good.
Lorraine, do you have any drama for us? Sounds like we're a little short on drama.
Well, I spent the week hanging out at CES and seeing shiny things and collecting swag.
No,
and
like 420.
Yes. Other than the woman I was telling you about on Tuesday has continued her stream of knocking IVs over and forgetting the things that we taught her 2 hours later, and the same error condition arises. It's all good.
All right. I summed all that up as YOLO Swag 420, which I've now Googled. Apparently that's a really popular hashtag, which is probably where I heard it. Now it's stuck in my head. Oh, I hate Justin Bieber so much. All right, continuing on.
Who doesn't?
Who has a recap from last week? Is Dan's face frozen, or is he just sitting perfectly still?
Are my hands moving?
Nope. Oh, there's camera.
Nope.
I was going to say he was really good. It's hard to tell.
Am I still here?
Yes. Who's got the recap?
You're here, but nobody's moving.
I'm still here. Nobody's moving. My hands are moving. Anyway, I can recap Kamakiri's little side quest.
All right.
2 weeks ago, Kamakiri got a note from a blind man from Azalea Thrune, his previous employer, saying to meet him at Hell's Harbor. And when we did show up at Hell's Harbor, he was greeted in secret message by the customs agent, and he told him, meet me he's waiting for you at the top of the cathedral. What awaited Kamakiri there at midnight on the cathedral roof was what appeared to be a very disabled, possibly senile Azalea, and he had a whole stack of cliches that he was rattling off. It was like, come join me, we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
No, I never mentioned the word galaxy. It
I'm
was all
paraphrasing.
strictly in-world.
I'm paraphrasing. And Kamikiri said, "Why? You were trying to kill me." And I'm like, "No. Like, come on, sell it." And he didn't sell it. I was like, "I'm sorry, I can't join you on this grand adventure to become the Master Assassin." And he said, "Okay, then I'm going to stab this Semocrum with Sawtooth Saber and frame you for it." But thankfully, Kamakiri was too quick reflexed and managed, I think, hopefully, managed to avoid tipping off the authorities to a false assassination.
Words I always like to hear from players. I think, hopefully.
Hopefully. I don't know. They didn't see who the Sawtooth Saber was for. They only saw a Sawtooth Saber drop down from the ceiling.
Okay.
And then I guess soon after that transpired, Commodore Ferris got a message from Tidewater Rock that they're under attack from Sahagin.
Yeah, that seems to sum everything up pretty good.
Well, there was the whole thing where Ace's got a slave and now he's a noble.
Oh yeah, by the way, did he give me extra paperwork to prove that I'm a noble?
I'll say
'Cause,
yes.
you know- Because if a half-orc walk up to you and say, I'm a noble, will you really believe him?
Man, that's some racist shit. Yeah, I mean, I assume you have all the attendant papers all filled out in triplicate and signed, because remember, you did have to sign that paperwork from him.
Yes.
Not that you understand any of it, but you have it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you begin on the Shining Dolphin, pulling out of Hell's Harbor at midnight. Not the first time you guys have launched the ship late at night in need of dangerous emergencies, and you've heard that your home, the Tidewater Rock, is currently under attack by Sahagin and needs reinforcement, but you're a few days away. So what would you like to do? Oh, you know what? I forgot. Let's go ahead and get the Daily Bard out of the way.
Well, I'd like to take a 20-minute break real quick.
What?
Already?
Yeah, I don't want to be here when the bard hits the fan.
Oh, the Bard's hitting the fan right now. I'm throwing it in the Twitch chat for anybody that wants to check it out as well. Hopefully I still have it set up to allow anybody to view it. I think so. Yes.
Plus, I think my food's ready. Be right back.
Oh, he abandons you in your time of need. This is, of course, the newsletter I'm trying to do at the beginning or near the beginning of all these sessions that recaps things happening in this and all of my campaigns. And usually gives you a little bit of information about what's happening in the world. When the players have finished their daily bar, just throw an X in chat. I'm sure there might be a few articles you want to talk about. I'll leave that on the screen. If you're catching this on the YouTube afterwards, the link should be in the description, but maybe if you zoom in really hard, you can see this one.
Caldor recognizes our new holy Corvalords. Oh no.
What's wrong?
They shut down our bar.
Oh, did they? I didn't know that.
I rezoned Port Peril with very clear gradients of commercial zones.
tomfoolery. Did they really say tomfoolery? Really?
Tomfoolery.
Oh. Well.
You have
Wow.
to remember,
Sentenced and he hasn't even been arrested yet. Nice.
And they're gonna arrest the Rune Scars, so not bad. Not bad at all.
What the
Oh, that was
hell?
our bar.
Look up there at the anonymous thing. Like, okay, we got the regular anonymous rat, like, animals, and then we got anonymous neon cat. How did
How?
that happen?
Why?
Whoever you are, anonymous neon cat, you are apparently the fucking ballerest of ballers. Dunk that shit.
Sadak Gold Tooth. I'm going to put so many kick me signs on his back.
Yeah, that sounds
Oh.
like that'll work
Oh.
out.
It
I
won't.
don't see it.
You
Huh, I
might be
don't see
anonymous
anybody.
neon cat then.
Might be, because I see Dan, Arthur, Llama, and Anteater.
Yep, you're anonymous neon cat.
Nice. Very
Only
cool.
fitting for Scourge to be anonymous neon cat.
Sounds about right.
Do we have any methods of long-range communication?
I don't know, do you?
I don't think so. We had that discussion a couple weeks ago about getting some
Sending
rings made or
stones.
something. Yeah, sending stones. Whatever those friendship rings or bracelets are. Alright, well, let's get on with it.
Do we have animal?
Everybody's through with all their articles?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to.
Still haven't gotten it to load.
I rezoned Port Peril into very clear gradients.
I told you guys when you went in there, all the trashy pirate bars were all on the far island. Now you've upset the Hurricane King.
No.
Fortunately, someone else is taking the fall for your crimes.
No, Silas Gold, Rune Scar, upset the Hurricane King.
Hmm.
We had nothing to do with it. You could put both myself and Ferris on the stand. They'll believe us.
All right, so
Yeah, we will go back to Fort Peril and we're putting him on the stand.
okay, that sounds pretty reasonable. So we're
Yes.
also going to cut back to the flashback of what did happen with Books / Novardi / Bottle / whatever he calls himself in the next couple
Mad
sessions. Yeah, the Mad Dog. Adam's character. So he met this prostitute, sacred prostitute, my apologies, priestess of Calistria, because that's a thing. And I looked it up. Apparently, cult prostitutes has been a thing throughout the ages. And so it's not really that unusual. She's Elven, he's Elven. They're both relatively young. I know we all consider Bottles to be quite old because he's over 100, right? But, I mean,
Yeah,
in
he's
Elven
200.
terms, he's in his late 20s. So, you know, they got together. They had Elven tea ceremony, enjoyed Elven walks, just did a lot of Elven things and enjoyed each other's company. But before they left, she just made sure to emphasize to him that it's complicated having a relationship because her god does not believe in true love and long-lasting relationships. So it generally tends to not work out. But she was given a vision that if someone was to gather the 7 swords of Dahak, that the rules might be able to be bent or broken. So, Bottles, if you'd like to make a knowledge history check, you can see what you might know about the 7 swords of Dahak.
I do not have that trained.
Uh-oh. Okay. Well, you can certainly try to...
I will do
Ask
some
someone.
research
Oh, okay. That's
and
not wise.
later find out what that means and what that entails. But in the throes of love, he will hastily agree and say, I will do everything I can to acquire these 7 swords. But I will ask her, what can you tell me about these 7 swords of Dahak?
Oh, that is a good question. So she tells you that the 7 swords of Dahak are 7 artifacts left behind by the elves before they fled Keonan for Solvrian. And they are the only 7 elven artifacts to survive the Earthfall event, where the Starstone hit. And they were all claimed by followers of Dahak, who turned them into weapons of great evil. And Callistria is seeking the 7 swords of Dahak to reforge them as weapons of Elvinity. Not necessarily good weapons, just weapons. And they're rumored to be scattered around the Shackles, held by very powerful dragons or other nefarious creatures of evil, all of whom are worshippers of Dahak.
So she's not asking for the moon, she's asking for artifacts, which is almost greater than the moon.
Well, I'm not talking about artifacts like the 20th level Helm of Telepathy or a Decemvirate Mask. By artifacts, I mean something like cultural heritage. At least one of the 7 swords of Dahak isn't even magical, it's just a masterwork.
Okay, well...
But it's important because of its heritage.
Yes, and, just not knowing history in the character, he's thinking, when artifacts and heritage, that this is going to be a lengthy and timely journey, and we're not just going to the flower shop picking out some rare flowers.
That's true. If you want to get into a relationship with this young woman, it's going to have to be real, dog.
Well, like with all reality shows, he's here for the right reasons, and so he's willing to go and fetch these swords, and as long as he has the capacity and freedom to do so.
Did you say because like he's a nice guy? I swear to God.
So yeah, his heart has definitely been changed over the last couple months, and so I think a part of this is just exploring a new avenue with Bottles, Navardi, just trying to find out if he is more than just a cold-blooded elf, but some type of maybe even a good person in the end. So he's going to achieve what he can and find these swords to the best of his ability and return them to her so they can pursue whatever may happen next.
Interesting. Okay. So, anything anyone want to talk about from the Daily Bard? Maybe some discussions on things you might have seen there. Beyond the bar.
So, some ships got by the thing.
Aspis and the Ghost and Kai had a big battle.
Still kind of racist. Really? Really?
I think that's speciest.
Specious.
Species.
Alright. No one really wants to discuss the Daily Bard. Hopefully you learned a lot from it. I would suggest just to double check that middle column right there at the bottom. And, so what's the plan? Let's get back to the ship. What's happening?
We're going to go save our
What
Captain
course would you
America.
like
Going
to
to, what's it, Rock, right?
set? Right, Tidewater Rock. So what course would you like to set? As this can be a very important choice.
Oh?
There's a battle going on somewhere, so we have to try to avoid that battle, I guess.
I was going to cast Alter Winds on the sails and hasten the journey wherever we go.
I think I emailed you guys about how that would affect it.
Yeah, 20% faster.
Yeah. What did it end up being?
I gotta go back and find the email.
I have to go find the emails. I don't remember the
That sounds
specifics.
wise.
Wait, 25% of, 20% faster from 48. 48 times 1.2. We go 57.6 miles in a day.
I think I said 58 because I wanted to round it off.
You want to have a nice round? So we go 10 more miles.
Round numbers. I'm going to
That would
Plus security guard just
that would
listening in.
shave days off long journeys.